Hello, Atlanta Athletic Club members. Matt Check, PGA teaching professional here at the club. Today we're going to dive into a pre-shot routine. What does that look like? How do all players have very similar pre-shot routines from what I can see? And what do amateurs do differently? So a pre-shot routine is super important for a variety of reasons, but let's just walk through a normal pre-shot routine and how that looks. Normally, as we get a pre-shot routine, we would start behind the ball. We're going to kind of envision our shot, envision our yardage, look at the target. And as we step into it, the first thing you want to do, get your grip right, but put the club face on the ground by bending from the waist. We don't need to get to the ball by bending our knees. We want a very slight knee bend and get to the ball by bending the waist. You can keep your chest up. And this is going to ensure that if our arms are hanging straight down, that we're a good distance from the ball. Now we're going to line up the club head to our target. And from there, we can move our feet in. And normally we'll go left, right. And you kind of get yourself situated. And now we're ready to hit. Now, what am I doing here that you can see? I'm moving my feet around and moving my hands around. This keeps you loose. If you wonder why you feel so tight, it's probably because you're sitting in cement thinking about your golf swing. So you want to make sure that you're feeling the ground, you're feeling the club. The two things that actually touch the ground is your feet, and touch the club is your hands. Very important to keep those loose and moving around. And from there, we want to spend at least 50%, if not more, time looking at the target instead of down at the ball. Get in the habit of looking at the target, getting the feel of where you're going, and now we're ready to hit. What do I see that's incorrect? Well, normally I see feet first, then club. Well, now all of a sudden you're set up and you're kind of trying to line up your club face to your feet, which is harder to do. When your feet are together, it's easier to look down that line and then line up your feet to your club face. From the face-on view, what I like to see is a little bit of a hip bump forward. That helps you drop this back shoulder a little bit, and that helps you to relax this back arm and get your shoulders more squared up. Somebody who's 50-50 on their feet tends to have this arm having to reach around, and then their shoulders look to the left a lot. And now we're really set up for an out to in pattern. So we set up and we give ourselves a little bit of a hip bump. We can drop the back shoulder, and that kind of squares up those shoulders to go where we need to go. So go ahead and go through it again. And I'm going to go ahead and play on the side. Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus going through their pre-shot routine. You can notice the very similarities. And then the last video is from the 2000 US Open when Tiger Woods won by 15 shots. And we grabbed two videos from two different swings, and his pre-shot routine was the same exact timing on both swings. That's why he was so locked in that week. Every single pre-shot routine was the same. So he stepped in, and once you get the feel of this, you can do it much faster. Club face, feet, constant motion to stay loose, a little hip bump. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.